folks, welcome to Calvin's Got Game. Today I'm continuing on my series of games that start with a certain letter of the alphabet, and today we are on the letter K. So what I encourage you to do is, if you have a favorite game that starts with the letter K, I encourage you to put it down in the comments below. If it's a game I haven't heard of or something I haven't played before, I'll feature that on the next game coming up in the alphabet, and I'll let people know what game you thought was interesting to play and that you thought was fun. So today, from doing last week's J games, Ludwig Misses has a game called Jekyll versus Hyde. Now, Jekyll versus Hyde is only a two-player game. It is a push and pull trick-taking game. Almost reminds me of Fox in the Forest or Fox in the Forest duet kind of thing. But it does have some interesting mechanisms. There's some potions in there that you can play and things like that. So what happens is it's like I said, it's a tug of war. You have this board out in front of you and a really nice player piece. It's got Jekyll on one side and Hyde on the other. And you're moving it down the board depending on how many tricks is the difference between who caught what. So you want to try to stay even. I think there's 13 tricks that can be caught. So you want to try to stay as even as possible, because if Hyde ever makes it to 10, the game is over after 3 rounds. It's going to be over, and if Jekyll can stave Hyde from getting to 10, then Hyde will win. So it only lasts 3 rounds. So Hyde is trying to, Dr. Jekyll is trying to keep Hyde from getting to 10 before the 3 rounds is up. And so Hyde is trying to get to 10 to win. So it's a big struggle, push and pull. You got to know when to let that other person take a trick, or you got to know when to start catching up, taking tricks, so you can keep that balance. Because it's the difference of the tricks taking. So if there's 13 or however many it is, I don't know, but I believe it's 13. So if you take 7 and he takes 6, it's only going to move 1. So you want to try to keep that very low. Now it can be pretty swingy. So you want to make sure that you are playing cards in a way that you can control that. And there's ways that there's some special power tokens that can go on. The cards get ranked. There's only 3 colors, so they get ranked in order of power. So it's kind of interesting. I thought it was an interesting game. Ludwig Misses. That's 2 games that you got on my mind to think about putting in my collection. So thanks for watching, and thanks for commenting, Ludwig Misses. We appreciate that. All right, it's hard for me to say Ludwig Misses. Anyway, there it is, and I hope I'm saying it right. So let's get on with this week's top 6. I only have 6 this week. K, games that start with the letter K. K games. All right, here we go. Number 6 is Kill Dr. Lucky. Now, Kill Dr. Lucky is not one of my, I guess wouldn't say it's my favorite game, but it is an interesting game. I have fun playing it. You're trying to kill Dr. Lucky and not be seen by anyone. So there's a lot of open pathways and doors that you can see through. So if you're in one room and you have something that can kill Dr. Lucky, you can't kill him if somebody's looking at you, because you just can't. So killing Dr. Lucky is not as easy as it might sound. And Dr. Lucky is just moving randomly all over the place, and you're trying to catch up with him. It is a fun game. I think it's just kind of not everybody's game. So Kill Dr. Lucky is my number 6. Number 5 is King Domino. Now, I've played this game quite a bit. King Domino is a fun game. It's a nice, I call it a filler game. It doesn't take long to play. You've got your little castle in the middle. You're trying to keep it in the middle to score some extra points in your 5x5 grid or 7x7, whatever it is. I think you can play either way. And you have these domino tiles that are either all sand, water, forest, grassland, or they could be mixed. And so the key is to get them together. You want to keep all the land masses together and have these little mechanisms that will score them. So if they have, I don't know what the little thing on the tile is, I can't remember. It might be just a star or something. But if you put that connected to a large amount of water, you get to score all of them. And depending on how many there are on each one, you may have multiples. You get to multiply it by that. So King Domino is a very interesting tile laying game. And if you haven't heard of it, I don't know where you've been, because it's pretty popular. And that is my number 5, King Domino. Number 4 is a game called Kingswood. Kingswood has some beautiful, beautiful artwork. It's a really pretty game. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of a rondel system, I guess. You have these characters. You don't really own any of them. You just kind of move one of them to where you want to go. And then you perform that action. And also, where you took it from, you perform that action. So wherever you left from, you get that. Wherever you go to, you get that, collecting resources or whatever it may be. And you're trying to fight these creatures down in this one area that you have to be in to be able to fight them. So, and you have to have certain things. You have to have like knowledge, weapons, or there's some other kind I can't remember right off the top of my head. But you're trying to fight all these monsters, and whoever gets to a certain amount of points, I think, wins the game. But there's a certain way, and the board's mainly the same. You only change out a couple of tiles each time. So there's a little bit of replayability where you're not always at it. And then there's a guard. Wherever you leave, you place that guard, and no one can go to it unless they pay an extra coin. Or you can pay an extra coin to go on a space that somebody's already at. It's an interesting game. I really like it. So Kingswood, if you've never heard of it, go check it out. I think you might like it if you like just a simple game. This is a family weight game. So if you're looking for a family weight game that kind of has some monsters that are not too scary, you have certain things that you do to trap them, kill them, whatever you want to call it. It's just a cute family game. So that's Kingswood, my number 4. Number 3 is a dice chucking fun game called King of Tokyo. King of Tokyo, you have these huge monster standees, and you got like a Godzilla like one, and you have a King Kong one, and my favorite is the penguin one with the space penguin one looking. I really like that one, space penguin one. It's kind of funny to say, but anyway, the space penguin is my favorite, I think. And so what happens is you're chunking these dice that have hit marks on it. They have hearts. They have these little lightning bolt looking things, which gives you these little green cubes that you can buy cards for special powers. And what you're doing is you're beating up on whoever's in King of Tokyo, and everybody gets to beat on that one guy. If you're in Tokyo, you hit everybody else. And so you're either trying to get to 20 fame points, or you're trying to kill every monster out there. Now, I've played this game many a times. I really enjoy it. I think the cards bring a lot to it. I haven't played the King of New York, and I haven't played the Dark Box of King of Tokyo. Only played the original, but it's a lot of fun. If you like chucking these big chunky dice, this game is for you. And then, of course, it's almost like King of the Hill, right? You remember when you were a kid and you were on this mound of dirt or a hill, and people were running up trying to take you off, and you were throwing them down. People be all scuffed up. Lots of fun. But King of Tokyo is a great board game. So if you've never played it, go check it out. I think you might like it. That's my number 3. Number 2 is a bluffing game. It's called Knights of Glory. Knights of Glory is a push your luck bluffing game, kind of poker stylish. You're trying to move through levels of a dungeon, and you're rolling these dice as you go. Like the first level, you just roll one die, and you roll it, and you may have to have a sword, right, to get through. And so you put down that you have the sword, or there may be something on the card that you can put in, and people then vote whether you're telling the truth or not. And if they catch you in a lie, then you're going to have to go back. Or if you're right, you just move forward. Now, if you're going somewhere and you're playing a joker and you get caught, then you have to go back and lose some cards or something. There's some rules in there for that. But Knights of Glory is a lot of fun. If you've never heard of it, go check it out at Blue Gear Games. Go to Blue Gear Games website. I'm sure they got some. If not, hopefully your local friendly game store will have some. Knights of Glory. It's a fun game. If you like push your luck and bluffing, that one's for you. That's my number 2, Knights of Glory. Number 1 is Karuba. Karuba is a family weight game that you can bring to the table that if somebody's never played a board game, they'll like this one because it's a tile placement game, but yet it's almost like bingo. You have your own board, and at the beginning of the game, everybody that's playing will take one of the explorers and put it on the beach, and they'll announce where they put it because everybody puts theirs in the exact same spot. And then they'll place that same color temple as the explorer in the forest somewhere. And everybody will place theirs in the exact same spot. So let's say they place the blue explorer, they'll place the blue temple. The next person may pick the brown explorer and the brown temple, and they'll place the explorer on the beach, and they'll tell everybody else where they put it, and then their temple in the forest area, and they'll tell everybody where they put it. So once everybody's placed all those, I think there's four or five of the temples and explorers. I think there's 4. What'll happen is, maybe it's 5. It doesn't matter. 4 or 5. So what'll happen then is everybody has their tiles laid out in numerical order, 1 through however many. And so one person has all their tokens in a bag or something where they can draw them out. They put their hand in there and they draw it out and they call out whatever tile it is. And then everybody will place their tile on the board where they think it's best. You can place it anywhere you want to. But the problem is you got to get your explorer to your temple. You can't cut your pass off from somebody else trying to get to their temple on your board. You have your own board. You're playing just on your board. So you're trying to place those tiles as efficiently as possible to get to the temples, to be the first one to get there, because you get a bonus if you're the first or second or third. After that, no bonus for you. So, too bad. So then there's also tiles with some gold, with some diamonds, and as you go through, you get to pick those up. Guys, Karuba is a lot of fun. Absolutely love it. And if you've never played it, go check it out at your friendly local game store or somewhere that might have it. See if you might like it. Might pick it up for your collection. Guys, hey, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. I got a lot of viewers that just watch them. They don't subscribe. Man, I could use you to subscribe. Hit that button. It's not that hard to do. I'm not asking you for a lot. Hey, and hit that bell for notifications. And better yet, hey, share this video with somebody. They might like it. And as I always say, guys, get a board game to the table. Spend time with your friends and your family. And I really do thank you for watching Calvin's Got Game.